great troubadour, the sanctimonious songstress, Maria! And in this corner, weighing in at an entirely healthy 160 pounds, the euphonious evaluator, the headphone harmonic,
Yep, I have regrouped and I am ready to take on Sound of Music again. At nearly 3 hours long and 25 musical numbers, it's a real toughie to do justice in just one shot. This is back in a day when movies were long and involved enough to warrant having an intermission in the middle. Something I think that is missing from today's cinema. You know, Lord of the Rings, that movie could have used an intermission. That's a long son of a bitch. Imagine if cinemas today still had a lobby where you can go out and chill out with other fans of the movie in between and, you know, get yourself psyched up for the next half. Alright, enough stalling. Let's get back. Alright, Sound of Music. Let's dance.
For those who came in late, story in a nutshell. Maria is a rambunctious nun who kicked out of the abbey to work as a nanny for an uptight family whose heart she softens through music, earning her a place in their home. But oh no, Maria and the kid's father might be falling in love, and that's a no-no when his current fiancée gets all catty and scares her way back to the abbey to remove competition. So now the house is Maria-less, leaving behind only a note and some children feeling abandoned. The Baroness, eager to fill the matronly void, attempts to step into Maria's shoes, but the kids are wise to her.
I get a fiendish delight thinking of you as the mother of 7. How do you plan to do it?
Darling, haven't you ever heard of a delightful little thing called boarding school?
You just know she's going to get a fine comeuppance. I mean, what's her motivation anyway? She's already wealthy, so she's not after his money.
What's the matter with all you gloomy pussies?
Did you just call them a bunch of gloomy pussies?
So he tries to cheer the gloomy pussies up by having them sing a song.
The hills are alive with the sound of music.
Or feeling.
It's hard to tell whether the captain is just putting on a strong face when admitting that Maria might be gone for good, or he really just doesn't give a shit.
She said she missed her life at the Abbey too much. She had to leave us. And that's all there is to it.
Either way, he announces right then and there that he plans to marry the Baroness. And the kids are overjoyed.
Whoa, take your tongue out of her ear, kid. This is gonna be your next mother, for crying out loud.
The kids even try to go see her at the Abbey, only to be told that she's been in seclusion ever since she returned and isn't seeing anyone. The Reverend Mother, knowing something is horribly wrong, calls Maria down to hash things out and quickly figures out that she and the captain were falling in love. Torn between facing her emotions and being there doing God's work, she fled back to the Abbey to hide herself from the temptation. The Reverend Mother, however, knowing that the quiet life is just not for Maria, she encourages her to find her own path and not to run from her troubles. Climb Every Mountain is an inspirational song, encouraging everyone to do everything possible to make your life what you want it to be, and seek happiness wherever you can find it. Be it going through some temporary heartache, facing your demons, or traveling 719 miles to be with the one you love.
Climb every mountain, ford every stream.
No, I've tried fording every stream. It just doesn't work. You have to gauge the depth first. I mean, if the river is more than 6 feet deep, then chances are your wagon's gonna capsize, and those oxen are expensive, man. Somebody could die. It's probably wisest just to caulk your wagon across, or better yet, just take the ferry.
Meanwhile, the kids got busted for wandering out and trying to visit Maria, so the excuses they do fly.
Berry picking. We picked thousands of them.
Thousands?
I know, all over the place.
What kind of berries?
Blueberries, sir.
Blueberries.
Oh, I'd forgotten how they don't grow outside of North America. Well, no supper for you kids, but they'll always find a way to cheer themselves up. Now, how did that go?
Flakes that stay on my nose and eyelashes, silver bright winters melt into spring. My favorite things, so much to tell you all.
We have things to tell you, too. Our father's going to be married.
Married.
That's what happens when you run away from this Maria. You lose your chance. The kids are regardless overjoyed to have her back, as they apparently don't clue into Maria's obvious emotional cataclysm.
You returned. Isn't it wonderful,
Oh,
Gail?
there's gonna be a catfight before this movie is over. I can feel it.
I can imagine Maria is feeling pretty defeated right about now. She faced her fears and problems head on, but to what end? She's already lost her chance. But coming back has made El Capitan realize what it is he truly wants. And that something involves something less blonde and annoying, and something more free-spirited and not you.
I really must speak to Cook about the Wiener Schnitzel. It is entirely too delicious for my figure.
Yes.
And it makes you much too quiet at the dinner table.
Oh, yes.
Was it the wine?
Yes.
You have no idea what kind of trouble I'm having trying to decide what to give you for a wedding present.
Shut up.
Oh, I know. I'm enough.
Shut up.
But I do want you to have some little trifle for the occasion.
Shut up.
At first, I thought of a fountain pen. But you've already got one.
Elsa.
Please shut
and
up.
we're to go on our honeymoon now, Burry, darling.
Elsa.
He finally concedes to his true emotions and tells her that he just cannot marry
It's
her.
no use.
She knows jolly well why, so she bares her cat claws and bows out gracefully.
Auf Wiedersehen, darling.
I wanted a cat fight. Come on, ladies, get in the ring. Jello wrestle for the right to marry.
So, in a scene which closely mirrors the scene from the first act with Liesel and the paperboy, telegraph delivery person, Maria and Georg have a little relationship talk of their own.
Well, you can't marry someone when you're in love with someone else. I love you.
Perhaps I had a wicked childhood.
Darling, is this really the best time for a song?
Perhaps I had a miserable youth.
Yes, it's miserable youth. May I return to kissing you now?
So somewhere in my youth or childhood, I must have done something good.
Yeah, speaking of doing something good. It's such a soft and sweet little song, and the backdrop is stunning. This is another one of those Rogers-only songs added just for the movie, which does explain the slight difference from its tone from the rest, but still a nice soothing little song. So congratulations, Hugo and Penelope, Maria and Georg.
Well, Maria does make a stunning bride. But you figure on this auspicious occasion, there'd be a little bit more to do. It's actually kind of quiet, but this is 1930s Austria. Maybe things are just done a little bit differently. Holy hell!
A happy ending. Maria and Capitan are getting married as the entire abbey sings her up to the altar. And holy crap, did they just get the friggin' Pope himself to officiate the wedding? Wow! Well, I love a happy ending. Everything is tied up so neatly. Maria has brought music and love back into a stifling and repressed household.
Alright, you guys, it's time for Best Worst. What song is, where's the graphic? Hang on, technical difficulties, a poisonous snake? No. I don't get it. What's with all the Nazis? Hey, are you extras? I'm not sure if you got the memo, but the movie's over.
Heil Hitler. Oh, good afternoon.
So, the movie's not over. But we had our happy ending. Now we have to deal with the Nazi Anschluss? Why would you do that, movie? Fine, we'll roll with it.
So, long and short of it, it's been a month since the wedding, and since then, the Third Reich has moved into Austria and annexed it. Good times. Our stuffy little friend from the party is now head Nazi honcho and has been seeking out the captain to take his place in the Kriegsmarine, and is surprised to learn that he's still on his honeymoon after a month.
A month? Damn! They have got to be getting sore by now. You animals!
Liesel is stopped by her little boyfriend Paperboy, only to have his normal warm personality replaced by a cold, hard Nazi front.
Don't you want to come over tonight and deliver it yourself?
I am now occupied with more important matters. And your father better be too if he knows what's good for him.
Oh, that's cold! Well, the two love machines have finally returned, only to find the country in turmoil over its new occupation. But hey, the Nazi takeover can wait! Liesel has boy problems!
You
It seems the entire second half of the movie is nothing but Nazis and reprises.
You may think this kind of adventure.
Here we reprise 16 going on 17 as Maria consoles Liesel on coping with someone who doesn't return your affections anymore. Seems odd the best advice she can offer is to wait a few years and wait for the hurt to go away.
Wait
A few years? Liesel, baby, Fritz the Paperboy was not exactly a catch. I mean, what beyond him being awkward and parading you around a gazebo like a show pony warrants 2 years of romantic seclusion? Nothing! So, come on, get out there, whore yourself around for a few months. That'll make you feel better. Make me feel better. Wow.
Liesel.
The captain reads the telegram, which gently puts it that he's to report to Berlin tomorrow for his naval commission, or they slaughter him and his entire family.
Jeez, the way they're going on about it, you'd think Nazis were bad people.
The only way they can avoid him joining them, or having the entire family killed, is to split town before the borders close by sneaking out in the dead of night, Switzerland bound.
Something wrong with your car, Captain? I have my orders.
Oh, think fast. We have to, wash our hair.
We kill you.
We have to do entirely un-Jewish things next door.
We kill you.
We have to go sing at a festival.
Okay, can we come?
So the singing festival that Uncle Max sneakily signed them up for behind his back that he was so vehemently against turned out to be a chance at their salvation. Or at least a way to buy them some time and perform a few more reprises while under close Nazi scrutiny. As a subtle middle finger to the Nazi invasion, he decides to sing Edelweiss for the crowd as a display of Austrian patriotism and defiance.
Edelweiss, Edelweiss.
He can barely make it through until his family backs him up, and eventually the entire theater.
So, ladies and gentlemen, the family Von Trapp again to bid you farewell.
A new song? Oh, of course not. It's reprise time.
So long, farewell, auf Wiedersehen, adieu. Adieu, adieu, to you and you and you.
There's an awful lot of glancing going on here. You think something may be up?
They're gone!
Oh, there's our happy ending. Good. I thought things were going to start getting nasty. Oh, damn it!
Alright, that's clever. No one crosses angry Nazi commandant as they search every square inch of the town to find them. One of the more obvious places being the abbey where Maria came from. Which, being the obvious choice, is the right one. The Nazis search everywhere. After a few tense moments, move on. Save for one little guy who has an evil, grinchy idea.
Rolf, please.
Oh, and of course, Rolf the Paperboy would be promoted to foot soldier immediately. Put that kid back in the Hitler Youth.
It's you we want. Not another move, or I'll shoot.
You'll never be one of them.
Lieutenant!
Oh, what the hell are you doing? You had him right where you wanted him, you dolt. Just knock the kid out and walk calmly across the Swiss border.
The pooch thoroughly screwed, they hop in their waiting car and race off and the Nazis give chase. Well, they would have if the nuns wouldn't have gotten all crafty on them, and our movie ends as our heroes literally climb every mountain as they yodel their way into Switzerland. Which seems hard to do since Salzburg, where this movie takes place, is on the German border, not the Swiss, but what do I know?
Well, Sound of Music, I have bested you. You threw 3 hours and 20 songs at me, and yet I endure. But I had a good time. It was my first time really seeing this movie, and it was interesting to see where all these songs came from and seeing them for the first time in context, in the original versions. It was an interesting experience.
I mean, sure, it was a little sweet, saccharine, and wholesome, but it was the 60s. What do you expect? The added subplot about the Nazis seemed a little out of place, but this is a basic retelling of the real Von Trapp family singers who went through similar issues, though heavily dramatized. The dramatic escape through closed borders under Nazi pressure? Yeah, never happened. They literally just took a train over to Italy, and well before the Anschluss.
But hey, fantasy is fantasy. Alright kids, it's time for best worst. Which song has confidence, and which song belongs in the droppings of a lonely goat herd?
For best, I'm gonna go with My Favorite Things. It's a nice simple song, a simpler melody, fun to memorize and to sing along with. The high energy of the scene really strengthens it, as do the song's intentions. It also doesn't hurt that this was the song that I knew best from the other sources before even coming into the film.
For worst, there's nothing I could really say that would please everyone, so it's Climb Every Mountain.
While an inspirational song about challenging yourself to find happiness, peace, and personal fulfillment, it's just so dull. I know, it's supposed to be sung with a certain determination and by a nun, who are not exactly known for their flamboyance. The song was performed by Shirley Bassey, however, who can make any song into something amazing. Then it was performed by Christina Aguilera, and now I hate it again.
Alright, we did it. Alright kids, let's get back to the dartboard. Let's hope I get something easier this time. Alright, here we go. Lucky. What they know about musicals in compact empty couch. This will be easy. Here's your shot of an empty couch. Enjoy. Whew, that was a hard take. Oh, wore me out. Walking behind the camera. Drink after that.
This is where the main theme fucking...
Had to taunt him. I'm in a weird mood today. I think that neck injury did something.